Alright, so back another video, back another reaction. So, we are here with Punchmade Dev, the internet most famous scammer. This is supposed to be the podcast version. We've already seen the regular, how he be getting down, how he be finessing people at their bank account, out here buying mega mansions, super rapper, athletic chains, buying a whole bunch of crazy stuff with people's bank account because he's a Hall of Fame D1 scammer. You know what I'm saying? So I guess this is a deeper dive of the Punchmade Dev due to what he does on a day-to-day basis. But that being said, let's get into this though. Hope you guys been taking care of yourself. Y'all been living life lately. Just understand the word life is living in full entertainment. If you're not living in full entertainment, then you're doing something wrong, bro. Live life. Take care of yourself. Live in full entertainment. Let's get into it.
And today, our guest is one of the most outrageous people on the internet today, a internet scammer and rapper by the name of Punchmade Dev. We go into his life, his background, and much, much more in today's episode. Without further ado, Punchmade Dev.
Make sure we good. We good. We
By
good.
storm, just an absolute character. There's a lot to dig into today. But first, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Punchmade Dev.
What up, man?
So where are we right now?
We in Lexington, Kentucky.
And this is where you're born and raised?
Nah, I was actually born in North Carolina.
Okay.
And then from there, I moved to Louisville, Kentucky. Then from there, I moved to Hawaii. Then I moved to Houston. And then I moved to Lexington again. And now
So which state did he start scamming in?
back to where I'm at
That's what
now.
I want
Did you
to
grow
know.
up in a military family, or what made you move around so much?
Just, yeah, my people's job.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was moving around a lot. New schools all the time.
What kind of family did you grow up in?
Single mom.
Okay.
Like 2 brothers.
And,
So I had to be like I'm the oldest too, so.
okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to be the parent in some ways, or like step
Yeah.
up into a role.
Yeah, I had to take care of the house and just, yeah, typical,
So what was that like?
I feel like it taught me a lot. Like, made me grow up quick. It's taught me a lot of skills. It just made me know that I
He
gotta
got this ski mask on like we don't know what he look like.
have my own back. 'Cause a lot of people grow up
Like,
babies,
come on
so
now.
they
We know
don't
this man's whole face scan. He look like y'all 2K players.
got the skill. Like, they don't have that drive that I feel like I got from like not having it.
So do you feel like you've been fending for yourself, surviving for yourself since a young age?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like surviving because I grew up like decent, like pretty good.
Okay.
So it's not like I still got like everything I want for Christmas and shit like that, but not everything, but just for like cause it's only one mom and I got 2 other brothers and more siblings too. So
Single parent.
I was alone a lot. So
Yeah, that's the thing about a single parent household is mom's out working,
Yeah.
and then the kids are running crazy a lot of times.
yeah, and I have to watch them and then
So
just-
so when I was a kid, what the crazy kids at my school were doing, it was all the way from ding dong ditching,
I have this fan on, so I don't know if y'all can hear this fan in the background
lighting
too.
bags of shit on the porch on
Yeah.
fire,
I don't want to hear a whole bunch of wind blowing
all the
while
way up to car hopping,
that's annoying. I
garage
know it is.
hopping. If you're familiar with what that is,
Yeah.
running into cars
Yeah.
and getting stuff, lighting Drano bombs, or not lighting it, but
What's the
setting
lit
Drano
part?
bombs off in the middle.
So if I do win, I'll tell you I cheated, but I still won.
Okay,
It's honest.
so you at least admit that you
Yeah.
scammed the game.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I finish every time.
Okay, and then you
See, I,
began
I told y'all he a finesser.
scamming around age 15, 16.
Yeah, so I was doing YouTube and there's like different ranks on there. Like you can go from like you can be a legend on there. And I was like acting like I was selling like high ranked dice accounts, like with all the badges and like 99 overall, like Legend 5 accounts. And then I would just post them on there and people would buy them and then I just block them. That
So-
was when I was younger though.
So would you say
So he really was out here doing that. He was grinding people account, so he basically stole y'all account.
finessing has been a strong part of your entrepreneurial spirit?
He took y'all player and never gave it back to y'all. That's
Yeah, I just feel like I'm really good at like I know how to talk to people and just like get what I want, I guess. I'm just good.
Are you familiar with the term social engineering?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm good at that, like real good at that.
Okay, I'm picturing you as a kid reading like 48 Laws of Power, and instead of looking at it as a cautionary tale and what to watch out for, you were like, "Oh, I'm actually going to implement this stuff."
Yeah, I know some a little bit something about that, but I don't know. I was always like ahead of everybody. Like when I was in high school, everybody else is like just like fucking off and like not doing shit. And like I remember getting there freshman year, I was like, I either gotta blow up on YouTube or something. Like I was like, I got 4 years left to make something work. So by the time I graduate, I'll be moved out or have something going.
What does social engineering mean to you?
Uh, just the way you. I feel like it's the way you say things.
So,
Like
do you know
the
that?
way you go about things. Like
Do you know that Bloomberg Business wrote an article about you?
Bloomberg Business.
On their cybersecurity staff wrote an article about you and another rapper,
Nah,
and they said they've reached out to Punchmade Dev for comment, but he did not respond.
really?
Yeah,
Nah, I never
they
seen
were
it.
talking about how you had explicit instructions on how to write a dump.
Oh,
Is that what
my
it's
music
called again?
video. Yeah,
Right.
I got a dumb. Yeah,
So, and a dump is a type of scam where you get a fake, stolen identity,
yeah,
credit card information, debit card
yeah,
information.
yeah.
Okay, and you have your song. Your song doesn't just dip its toes into the game. Like you literally give people one that in a way that rhymes. You give them
Yeah.
a step by step of how to do what you do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you searched hard enough, you'll really find that on the internet already. So I just kind of put it into a song, just educate people. You know, I don't really do any of that.
So one moral dilemma I've experienced on this channel is like when we put out the Kia Boy video. To
Yeah.
me, it was I wanted to highlight something that was happening in my town that was absolutely crazy that I couldn't believe was happening.
Yeah.
And in the process of doing that, if you look at certain cities, since that video has been posted, there's been spikes in different cities of
Yeah.
increased Kia Boys. And I had no ideas nor intentions that people, teenagers, would begin to steal cars because they may have seen a YouTube video from me.
Yeah.
Like that to me is the opposite impact that I'm looking to have.
Yeah,
My
that is
question is,
facts.
what do you think about your impact?
Actually, I actually don't like it for real. 'Cause it'd be like kids hit me up in DMs. It'd be like, "You're my inspiration. You really motivated me to scam." But it's just like
Nah,
I feel
that's
like
crazy.
what I
That's actually kind of that ain't it. Like how how are kids looking up to you to be a like it's one thing to be like an athlete or a rapper, a singer songwriter, a actor, actress, a doctor, whatever. But when kids hit you up and say you're my inspiration to become a scammer, that is different level of cap.
put
Like
out,
that's different level of cap though.
more
Like
like my
that's
music
crazy.
is more just like having hustle and just not being just sitting there doing nothing.
I don't
Like
even know
wake up
where
and
to
do
even
something,
say that. What to even put there. Like
make
it's
money,
just
like
different level.
better yourself. That's what I feel like. I try to push, but
Okay, because
I don't want nobody scamming for real.
yeah, so because
I don't scam.
I ran an entrepreneurship program for eighth grade kids in Milwaukee, and at the end of the program, I said,
This is birthday, October 16th, 2000. So he's 22, 23.
I ran an entrepreneurship program
So he's about to be 23. See, I
for
was
eighth
going off.
grade kids in Milwaukee, and at the end of the
Look
program, I
like it's
sat down
about
with them at a
23,
lunch table and
24.
was talking to them, asking about their plans for the summer.
Yeah.
And one of the guys in his Instagram bio, his name is Punchmade whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you know about Punchmade Dev? And he's like, yeah. Like, I'm gonna scam a grandma. I'm like, oh god. And this kid's
Nah,
14.
Yeah, nah.
So please, can you
See?
give a message?
That's a different level of cap. Because, and I don't mean cap as in like lying. I mean cap like that's just crazy. Cause it's like, you could be anything in the world. You know, when kids DM you and be like, bro, you're literally my inspiration to get out here and start stealing. That's basically what you're doing. As we say in the Bay Area, dipping, where it's kind of like stealing in cars and stuff like that, stealing cars. That's basically what you're saying. It's like you inspired me to steal from somebody. It's kind of wild.
To this 14-year-old kid that might watch this?
He's 14.
Definitely shouldn't scam, but I will say everybody who got rich definitely had to take a loophole or cheat the system a little bit. but I wouldn't scam.
But then again, Chad, don't be like this, bro, because your freedom, like I said earlier, life is full of entertainment. So you can do whatever you want to do, but you'll just know that your freedom is more important than any dollar bill you make.
Scam.
Just know that.
We've also talked to gangster rappers around the country that have really, we just talked to a guy in Baltimore or the DC area that's went to federal prison for gun charges, drug charges. And his
Yeah.
message to the youth is don't live the gangster lifestyle. It seems like most people that have lived the lifestyle allegedly would advise kids not to do it.
Yeah, but then they'll get on there and flex hella money and cars and shit
And
yeah.
$500,000 worth of
Chains,
jewelry.
yeah. And then it just makes them think. But you could do it either way, like other ways. There's somebody making way more money than me in a better way, I guess you could say.
So we've hung out with your crew all day. Very enjoyable crew. We had a great time going around town. You were showing us different
So this
scams.
was like the after.
And like honestly, on the drive here, I didn't know what to expect. Like part of me
Yeah.
was a little nervous. Like, is this guy crazy? Is this guy going to steal my credit card? Is he a bad person? And I think you're a likable person.
Yeah.
I guess let's go back to like the morality of it, because what I heard a lot from your group is like, well, the government scams us out of stuff all the time. Our politicians scam us. These corporations run the scam. Like all these lawyers in the legal system is a scam.
Yeah.
Us taking a little bit of money that the bank is going to eat the cost, not the individual.
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Can you talk me more through that mentality?
I mean, I feel like everything in the world is a scam. Like maybe not necessarily a scam, but there's always somebody that's gonna have like the winning side of it. So I feel like the government scams too, just taxes and everything. Like they print money, so I don't know why they need it. Or,
Do you think taxation is theft? Do you think
taxation?
Do you think the fact that we have to pay 20-30% of our money to the government, do you think that is theft?
I think so. I mean, I guess we do have to pay taxes for like
That's a scam.
hospitals and police and shit, but they be scamming anyway too.
Yeah, there's certain things that I'm okay. Like if we have smooth roads and our people
Chad,
are
imagine being like the son or daughter of a police officer and you out here scamming.
taken care of and people that are less fortunate have
You know how crazy
healthcare.
that is?
If our money is being spent properly, I don't care about taxes.
Yeah.
Like
That much.
imagine his dad or his mom being, well, he said his dad went around, but imagine his mom was like a police officer and he was out here scamming. Like, you know how crazy that's look?
When we know that the government is filled with people that are lying and corrupt.
Actually, the police actually took like all my guns from me. They took a bunch of money from me and never got it back. And I've been
So he just said, I'm finna just get it back in blood. Then.
wrongfully arrested before a lot.
It's
They
funny.
don't-
It's
I never
funny
had no
from
good-
you hearing wrongfully arrested, but tell me more about that.
I was literally in crutches in a boot, and I was at a basketball court, and we was just hoop like. So I was visiting somebody out of town, like somebody in where I used to live, in one of the places I used to live, and they was hooping. Like they were just talking shit, whatever, just typical hoop shit, right? And I'm on the sidelines because I'm not finna just sit in his house while he's not there, so I'm just chilling on the sidelines, just chilling with everybody. Then I was charging my phone in the sidelines, like on like a little pillar. And then when I went over there to go pick my charger up, like some like white boy grabbed the ball and he was like, "Let me get that. I don't want you stealing my ball." Like on some like racist shit. And then we were just arguing and we left. And then like I came to the same court like 3 weeks later, and out of nowhere, like two big ass fucking like cop Tahoe cars started driving like towards the court. And this whole time I'm still in crutches and everything, and I was like, damn, let me walk over here just in case they're coming for me. As a joke. And then like I'm walking towards like the bathroom and they actually hopped out the car and started jogging towards me. And then some nigga that I know since like middle school pointed at me, said, it was him. I didn't even do anything. No, not even as a joke. He was like actually scared. I didn't even do anything. He just pointed at me. He was like, it was him. What the fuck what did I do? And then it was like, they put my hands behind my back and I wouldn't even resist or anything. Because I'm just confused. They're like, stop resisting. And they just asked me a bunch of questions. Then they let me go. So they let me go because I didn't do anything. So they let me go. And then like a couple days later, they literally put it on the news and they gave me like a warrant. And they said it was like for like my bail. They said my bond at $40K and they put me on the news and said like I was on the run for like a fucking aggravated robbery. So they let me go and then did that and then put me on the news and like try to do that. Like I had people like I known like that I used to hoop with and like their family members and parents was like calling me like, I just seen you on the news. Like, are you okay? Like in trouble and shit.
Right?
Welcome to Eastman High.
That's just, your stereotypical black things to go through in
It did me wrong.
Okay, and so have
the
you had many run-ins with police besides that?
Nah, I don't really get in trouble for it. I mean, I've been pulled over, and I had my illegal gun taken from me, and they never gave it back either. Saw that before. Having some crazy shit happen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you able to go into details on what happened or what went down with that story?
Uh, yeah, it was just like a music video shoot, and just like
People
I guess
just pulled up?
I was with some people that, yeah, they just put. I was with some people that didn't like those people type shit.
Was that in this town?
Uh, so I was with somebody. I look at him like this, like as a joke, like let me see what that is. And I look around the corner, and it was literally like a nigga with like dreads, mask, gloves, like hoodie, everything. I was just staring at him like he's probably like distance like from him. And I was like, we was just looking. And I was like, what's up? He was like, what's up? And he tried to grab me. But like it was like he was kind of like hesitant, like kind of scared because I was like way bigger than this nigga. I'm like 6'5", so it's like he tried to grab me, but
6'5". Yeah, he should have been, in the league. What is he doing scamming
he didn't
people?
really
If he's
try to
six
be bigger
five,
than this nigga. I'm like 6'5", so we try.
he just said he's 6'5". What is he doing scamming people? See, this is why I be saying the NBA finesser and all that. He a
It's like he tried to grab
scammer.
me, but he didn't really try to. He did that. I back up, and like I pulled my shit out. I was like, the hell? And then as soon as I do that and pull it out and just look at him, then another nigga comes flying around the corner with like a fucking like M16 like this. And then as soon as I seen that, I said, what the fuck? Went like this and just defend myself and left. But my fucking
You have this in a rap song, don't you?
I do actually. It's called Punch Story, but it's completely self defense. So and it was on camera, so I have nothing.
Punch
To,
So
story.
did the police come and you had to explain and they saw the cameras and they let you go?
I just called and placed a report, and they really do nothing after that. They didn't really care.
No one really investigated the shooting?
They just wanted to ask me. You know how the cops work. They wanted me like go down there and like flip it on me, like as if I'm doing something wrong, but I wasn't. Complete self defense. It's on camera, so I was like, bro, there's nothing really for me to come talk to about. Just go look at the
Do
cameras.
you have a copy of that?
Huh?
Do you have a copy of that video?
Nah, I don't.
Okay,
I was
okay.
going to get the video, but I didn't want to like push the buttons on the situation. Like I just wanted it to go away.
So, okay, I don't know. Have you ever heard people refer to you as in the same category as Tekashi 6ix9ine and Little Mabu?
Maybe not 6ix9ine, but Lil Mabu, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's cool. I think Mabu's very smart marketing, and I feel like
Nah, the Mabu is different, bro. He's he's a different type of finesser, bro. Like he get on here rapping real boy type of rap music, and he go,
he's just himself.
he sound black, but he rapping white boy
Like
stuff.
he's not scared. Like everybody for some reason want to just be tough and like act like they think that you have to like come from the hood to like be like a good rapper. Like I ain't come from the hood, but I didn't have like everything either. So it's not like I didn't have no handouts. Like I didn't just start off with like fucking $100,000 in my bank account. I still had to grind up like everybody else. And I feel like I don't know. As long as you're yourself, everybody want to fit in so bad.
You think there's a lot of followers in the rap world right now? Like
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of copycats, a
Yeah,
lot of
for-
imitations?
Yeah, but that's why they won't really get nowhere. And I started when I started like really being myself and saying whatever. That's when I started really going up.
So, from what I understand, you've had to restart your career, your rap career,
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, like 3 times. So first I started YouTube, and then that's when I was doing like 2K videos, right? So it was 2K17. I played that game. Then 2K18 came out. I played like maybe a month or two of that. That shit was like it was ass. Like the game was terrible. So I was like, there's literally no way I'm
Everybody
gonna
say
finish
that.
out a whole nother year of this. So I gotta do something else. So that's when I just started rapping, and I started posting as Dev Take Flight. And then I had a song that actually went like super viral. Like it was like the biggest song on TikTok for a second. It was
Why does that name sound familiar?
a song that actually went like super viral. Like it was like the biggest song on TikTok for a second. The game was
What?
terrible, so I was like, "There's literally no way I'm gonna finish out a whole nother year of this." So I gotta do something else. So that's when I just started rapping, and I started posting as Dev Take Flight.
Dev Take Flight. Why does that name sound familiar? Hold on. I'm about to look this up. Hold on. Yeah, I knew that name sounded familiar because, look, there you go, right here. 2K17. Michael. He had a whole money war on live, 70K in one day, scamming. It's a scammer.
And then I had a song that
Scammer.
actually went like super viral. Like it was like the biggest. But yeah,
What
I did
was
that.
that song that
It's
blew
the
up? I
most
don't know if I've
replayed
ever
part.
heard your.
Oh, it was called Track Meet.
We're only gonna do like two more parts in the video.
What was the villain we were talking about too? Like what was the version we? Oh, you're like the Mr. Beast of the streets, kind of.
Mr. Beast of the streets.
The Mr. Beast of scamming. That's kind of how we were comparing.
Mr. Beast. Yeah.
What do you think about that comparison?
Yeah, kind of like I do want to do more shit, like give back for sure, cause it just feels good. I mean, there's a lot. I do give back a lot of times, just to random strangers, and I just don't post it down. Ain't really no point.
So, the impression I'm getting from a lot of folks is if you steal from a Walmart, a McDonald's, a massive corporation,
Yeah.
but not from the individual, there's not much of a moral conundrum here. There's not much of no bad feelings attached to it because
Yeah.
well, F them, they're the big
So he basically saying if he steal from McDonald's, he's
company.
not gonna forget
They
about
can eat it, and they've been stealing from us. Is that kind of the feeling that? Does that sum up your thinking a little bit?
I mean, I feel like people who do scam, they feel like taking from banks, they're not really hurting nobody because the bank got hella money and when they do take it, they get it back. So I guess they really care.
So this is gonna be all allegedly, but
Yeah.
what are some of the biggest scams you know of that people
yeah.
are pulling?
Wires, and that's never going anywhere. You got checks too. I can give it like for the level. Like the bottom will be like CCs, like with credit cards, like just use somebody's card for some petty shit like Domino's or food like that.
We had sausage pizza about 30 minutes before this podcast.
Then we got Ubers and shit like that. Then I guess next level from that would be dumps. Go in the store and get like a bunch of merchandise. Phones. People will get like somebody's credit line, have somebody run in and get a bunch of phones. They'll sell them that way. Same with like PS4s and shit. Sell them half off to like a big ass like electronics like store or whatever. Then above that, I would say checks. Depending on, I've seen people bust like big ass checks, like 100K plus, like you got the right account. But
Like
for the
walk
most,
out of a bank with 100K cash.
yeah. But I feel like for the most part, people do like more around like the 5 to 10K range. It just depends on like the age of the account and like the activity in the account. Like you can't just have an account that's got like you're only pulling in like $800 profit a month and then just randomly try to drop 50K in there. It's not gonna work. Then above that though, the biggest one I would say right now that I know of is just wires. Like I know somebody who would just he punched a B&B and like so he got a free Airbnb in somebody else's name in Miami, like a top penthouse at the top. Then he literally sits at the top, opens up his laptop, busts like a wire for $30,000, makes 30K at the top, just closes his laptop and just leaves. Doesn't even sleep there. It's just crazy like that. Like people really work so hard, and there's just somebody like that just go to the top.
That's crazy.
So that he gets a penthouse, he logs into a laptop,
Yeah.
does a wire for 30,000, and
At
then
the top,
leaves.
literally just closes that shit and leaves like nothing.
And why does he leave? Why doesn't he enjoy the penthouse?
I guess he's on to the next or something.
Just to say that
He's
he
gonna
did
spend
it.
that money. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's free, so to him.
I feel like that's different than our parents' and grandparents' generation. I feel like our grandparents would not have had. Well, obviously there was no scam rock and rollist. Like there was no one that was promoting that stuff and becoming famous.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
people would have been really upset. But scam rap is a real popular subculture of the rap world right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Why do you think that is?
I think because it really started with EDD when it was like that California EDD and everybody was doing that.
What is EDD?
Unemployment. So people would just
That
find
was during the COVID era?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what made it really popular because it was always
I know a
been
lot of people that was doing
thing.
that.
But
A lot of
the
people that was
fucking
doing that at the time.
unemployment is what really like when people who don't even know nothing about scamming was just coming up like because it was easy. All you had to do was get somebody's info and it's for like a free like 20 bands. So I think that's what made it big because everybody was doing it and everybody was just intrigued by it. Everybody wants money.
So how can you be so blatant? Like you literally have multiple songs that have unspeakable lyrics or like
Yeah.
illegals or lyrics that are like illegal sounding and sketchy. How are you able to do that without fear of like anything happening to you?
Because I'm minister, I don't do anything. It's just educational reason. I just know a lot about it. I'm just a researcher.
So it seems like with a rap music video, as long as you say it's props or a recreation, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're
For the
not
most part.
really doing it behind the scenes,
Mm.
like some
As
people
long
will
as you're
go
not doing it outside of, wherever you posting
say
it,
the
you
guns are
should be
proper and
straight.
everything, but if you're really shooting and killing at people, the video ain't gonna really help nothing.
So
Or saying it's props not gonna help anything.
let's go to back to the first time you had to restart your rap career. So you got
Label, so they completely control and finesse everything.
so that funneled the money back into them too.
Yeah, yeah, and then even the manager that I have wouldn't be in my best interest. They wanted it to be in their best interest.
Are labels evil?
Yeah, they are for sure.
And do you think most rappers are being taken advantage of?
All of them.
All
Not
of them?
most, all of them. Unless you're like somebody huge, like
Like
a
Drake
huge-
and Little Baby. Is
Oh,
it,
yeah,
is
they're-
it good for them to be signed?
Yeah, they're doing their own deals. Like they go in there and tell you they're actually popping and stuff. So yeah, they're doing good.
Do they
deals.
basically they create their own label at some point? It's
Yeah.
not really. It's like they're not letting Columbia.
They call the shots, like, yeah. But little people, like, if you're not like a top 5 like artist or top 10, you're all getting fucked over.
So I've been doing a lot of listening to your music. Some of it is absolutely outrageous. Some of
Yeah.
it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Some of it made me a little wary of even meeting you in the first place because it was really crazy.
Yeah.
What happened in Buffalo?
In Buffalo, was that shooting in the grocery store? Huh? I think so.
You had a shootout in a grocery store? In
No,
Buffalo?
not me. No, Buffalo was like, you don't remember that person who went on like Twitch live or something like that? He went in there and shot the whole store up.
That's what it was a reference to.
Yeah. I would have never died in Buffalo. I would have brought the gun inside. I said something like that.
Ah, so it was
Yeah.
saying if you were there on hand, you would have been there to
Yeah,
help
I
save
would
the day.
conceal carry. Yeah,
Do you think our country is better off when more people are concealed carrying?
yeah. And I feel like people who think like they should take guns away is like stupid, because if they take the guns away, then the only people who have guns is just coons, like people who not supposed to have them.
Yeah, that's kind of like a hit and miss too, because it's like, okay, you can use a gun for like, protective reasons, but it's a lot of they just be having straps and they just get the just anywhere they want to just because they got it and they want to experience a GTA lifestyle. But I do see what he's saying too, in the point of having a concealed weapon to protect
When you say coons, who are you referring to?
Coons, it could be.
I thought coons was a black term.
Yeah, no, it is, but it
And
could
we
be.
have a lot of black guys standing right around us right now.
Nah, for me, a coon is somebody who doesn't follow no rules, stand on the block all day with no money, smoke blacks, and just shoot at people all day and just don't have nothing going
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that is a cool.
Just
So basically like an
That
ignorant
is
gangster.
yeah,
that's
like
a good
ignorant,
definition
like
of one.
coon, like just
That's like a bum, basically.
don't like being around. Like get the fuck out the way.
His words, not mine.
A bum.
Fucking coon. I hate coons.
I thought you were going to say the guns would only be in the hands of the government. And that
Nah, because the government, they don't know what they're doing either. They will, like I said, they want to live a GTA lifestyle too and just get to shooting at somebody for no reason.
that's what would be scary.
Nah, it would just be coons who got it. So then, if I was a coon and I wanted to rob you, you couldn't legally have. I would know that you don't have a gun because you're a law-abiding citizen. I'll take everything.
So basically, when there's gangster ass dudes that have guns illegally, those are the only guys that are going to benefit from strict gun laws.
yeah, like people in like New York and LA, only people who got guns out there is the coons.
We're going to have to bleep this word so we don't commit a hate crime on this video.
My bad. I'll use a different term.
And don't make it start with an N either, okay?
All right.
But I agree. I mean, I've never owned a gun in my life, but I'm at a point right now with where I live
That's
in
probably like the
Milwaukee.
most
Yeah.
On
popular
your
person.
horizon, like, what do you want to happen in your rap career? What do you want to accomplish?
Right now I'm just taking it like a song and a video at the time. I just want to be at the top of underground and just keep pushing. I just want to have like a good fan base to where I can just tour the United States at least and just do tours and sell them out.
Is there any random country that you're really popping in? Like I know in Spotify you can see like, oh, in Germany you got
Yeah, actually Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah. Kinda
Of
scary.
course, it's
That's
Nigeria.
interesting.
dude.
Yeah, Nigeria and then UK. A lot of UK people be like following me too.
Have you?
On well, I don't scam now, but I plan on quitting, like even rapping about it and spreading the image.
Okay. Punchmade
What was
Yeah,
it?
I
teaming
know.
up with and making it an international thing?
International scam? Nah, I plan on well, I don't scam now, but I plan on quitting, like even rapping about it and spreading the image.
Okay.
That's true.
Everything. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna have some. Always got something up my sleeve.
I would say if there's one thing to learn from this episode is that being a one-of-one character is immensely helpful for your personal brand nowadays. We're living in your rap career money. Where do you want to parlay that into?
I just want to. I don't really know, but I'm just getting my hands into all businesses until some take off. Like I'll rent out cars or do the food trucks or real estate. Those are the basics. But I want to do something that I like to do, like that I enjoy doing. I don't want to do nothing that I don't or I won't really succeed in. It doesn't matter how much money it makes, but I just got to find that niche that I actually enjoy doing.
That's the secret of life, is find something you love doing.
Yeah.
It
Ladies and
is.
gentlemen,
But anyways, that's gonna end off this video. Y'all see this video, like I keep saying over and over, on Tuesday, which is the 18th. So in about 3 days, I'll be back on here talking my ish again and just see a whole bunch of videos dropped at one time. Well, anyways, that's going to end this off. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man.